Alright, hey there guys, it's Metro, and we are back. We're back. And in this episode of Mythic Plus Keystones, we're going to try pugging them as a Blood Death Knight. Do the missions first. Not a bad week in the end. It feels like we got some good success yesterday. Didn't really feel like it was too difficult to upgrade keys. Well, it was a little upgraded, a little hard to upgrade them, but didn't feel like it was difficult for me to survive. The problem is I'm starting to realize this. My plan for success right now is like solely based on I can pull whatever I want whenever I want. And if that doesn't work out, I don't know how to upgrade keys because I don't do shit for damage, and that's about it. You know what I mean? That's been my literally like start to finish game plan. And it's worked out really, really well on Tyrannical keys, but hasn't really worked out that well on Fortified keys thus far, but it's fine. The group's got to just man up and stop getting killed by all the mechanics that are happening at the same time. I was looking at the pulls we did yesterday in that halls, and it's like, man, if I was a DPS, I would be panicking. There's just so much going on in that pack, but it's like, I mean, I don't really know what else to do at this point in this season. Seems like you got to do that to upgrade. You have to do something. You have to eventually do something like that. Looks like a lot of my guys died or something. I don't know. Failed the missions. So we'll just get a little bit going here and just move on. Not really sure why they're all so low. Ooh, Fast Food Express. Good morning. You're right, buddy. Still morning for a little bit. About 18 minutes remain on that morning. And it's a good one. Nice, gorgeous day out. Absolutely beautiful day out, which is great after a very unnice weekend. That Hurricane Henri. That dude was a clown. He barely did shit. He just dropped a bunch of rain. Don't know why they bother naming people like that. Alright, anyway, that's going to be it for that. Oh yeah, we also got some this stuff.
Good morning.
Morning to you, my friend. Thank you so much for your extended generosity over many moons. Alright, so we're going to go do the Dreambound Shard, or Deathbound Shard. We got one yesterday from Torghast. So get this. But we don't care about that. I don't even know where I got that. Must have been Sylvanas. Thought I had them all. Alright, let's see. Hopefully we can get... Oh yeah, this would be Hardened Bones. Well, wait, yeah, it's not even... It's only 226, but... Anyway, that would be ideal. We get Hardened Bones. Okay, so now 10%. That takes it to 11.4%, so... Sweet. It'll be a long road for that, but we'll get it done eventually. We'll get it done eventually. Let's see what we got going on in the queue today. 20 to either side. Sign up to that immediately. We need that thing very badly. Sanguine as well. We'll take that. Oh, in theater. Actually, I want to sign up to theater. I was thinking about it last night, and the paladin who said we should probably not be doing the Zav first idea, he's probably right, to be honest. I think we should probably be doing that last. And I think what we would do instead is, yeah, so the fire guy is a big damage buff, right? But then I could keep the pet for the last boss. Well, I don't know. My big issue with the pet was that it bugs out, but it just doesn't really seem to matter. Like, it's like a gamble that we take regardless. We took it all of season 1, and it didn't cause any issues, so. I'm not sure if I'm in love with it, but we'll see. Oh, they filled it. So really looking forward to doing some more theaters. Okay, Sanguine. Now we gotta change all of our stuff, yep. Heartbreaker, Fall Bulwark, Grip of the Dead Voracious. And Gear, like crazy, shoulders. Trinket. Neck and belts. Okay, I think that's right. We got a nice pair of boots last night from Heroic Sylvanas, and that's about it. We're still waiting on some better upgrades. At this point, I think I need to upgrade a piece of Mythic Plus gear. I'm just not sure what I should upgrade. Probably my shoulders. I think they're the only piece I actually can upgrade. Everything else is raid gear. Yeah, I think the shoulders are the only thing I can upgrade. Alright, we take a nice walk through this dungeon. This should be really straightforward one. So we got yet another warrior. We got a 2100 warlock. What the fuck? These guys together? Yeah. No, actually no. Hell. Alright. Well, let's see what happens here. It should be straightforward start to the day. I think it's probably one of the easiest keys. Fortified, I don't know if it gets much easier than Sanguine depths right now. Straightforward as shit. Yeah, I just cannot get this in the right spot. Let's quickly finish this. Cooldown settings. Lock. Okay. I don't know how it moved in the first place, but I somehow moved that. And I moved it back now. Okay, everyone's ready. That means we begin soon. In a few seconds only. Alright, let's do it. First pull, we'll just take a nice little comfortable pull here. Don't have to pull anything crazy. We got trees. That's great. We like that one. That's a good one. Dead already. Don't know if he died to the trap or what. Whoa, what the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. All of a sudden I was dead. I was like fully healed and then I was dead for some reason. Yo, Jambo, what's up? How's it going? Well, that's a sloppy start there. I don't know what the fuck happened. I literally took my hand off the keyboard. That's how comfortable I was. I had Hellstone. I had like 10 CDs up as well. I was completely taken by surprise on that. Yeah, we really wasted the air in there, mostly. To my death. Was it a trap? I don't know. Hard to see them with all the effects on the ground. Yeah, maybe it was. I don't know. Unsure. This one's gonna be a short one, I can already tell. All in it now. That hit me. Doesn't work like that. It's pretty big. Hit again. Oh, we got fire guy, yeah.
A great evil lurks nearby.
Oh, the pet just ran over there and didn't aggro somehow? Not really sure how that didn't aggro. More warrior content. Yeah. Just interrupt that tick there with the grip, or with the stun. And we can grip the next one. Oh, doesn't work like that, I guess. Is it over? Are we done? This feels like we're done already, yeah. Alright, see you later, buddy. That dude doesn't even know what packs we pulled. He thinks we pulled the fucking biggest pack. We didn't. I didn't pull any mobs with a frontal. I don't know what the fuck I died to, but it wasn't a frontal. That's crazy, man. So sad. Or that door, what the fuck? I never actually came back through here before. That's funny. Alright, let's see the actual death, because I'm interested myself. Alright, let's do it. Oh, it's the wrong button. First pull, we'll just take a nice little comfortable pull here. Was it a trap? I've been pushing 19s on my blood DK. With your tips, thank you, sweet man. Well, let me know if you have any additional questions. It might have been a trap. Let's see. Hard to tell. I'm at a lot of health. I have a lot of health right now. And somehow I die. That's a lot of absorb and everything on me. I guess I have AMS up or something. I don't know why I have such a big absorb. I have 126k health with a 96 absorb on. That's because I have AMS up here. That guy, I don't know what that guy actually does to. I actually don't know what he does to. There is no frontal to be dodging, so I don't know what that guy's on about. He just gets one shot, so that has to be a trap. I mean, I don't know what else it is. And then I just get hit for like, I guess it's just a lot of melee. And at this point, I literally have my hand out the keyboard. I'm like, oh, we're good here. This is a joke. And all of a sudden, I'm like struggling to get my hand back on the keyboard and press death strike. So obviously not a good thing to take your hand off the keyboard, but. Alright, that was a fun start to the day. It should have been like the easiest key, honestly. The other side, we still want that. Theater, any of these would be very good. Any of those would be great. Tank the 19 miss I'm in. Yeah, I would if there was no 20s, but progress or die. Oh, it's this guy again. PJMS. Played Frost last time we played with him. Let's see how it goes. All right. Actually, this hunter is trying to skip the first 2 pulls here. Oh yeah. Oh, you'll need a rogue for that, or I guess you get his pop, but literally every time. I don't think I've ever seen someone drop a feast before I've eaten my food. I guess that's just because I usually eat the food really fast. I don't think it will go well. That's a good strategy on Fortified. But it's a little tricky if you don't have a rogue, I'd say. What is it you like about Night Fae? Mostly Soul Shape, to be honest. Soul Shape was like what ultimately made the decision for me. But in terms of player power, Soul Shape, but everything else about Arden Wield and Night Fae stuff is all excellent. Like, I love Ysera, I love the zone, I love the forest idea, I love the characters, I love everything, the music, everything, so it's definitely my favorite everything in Shadowlands. But Bastion's a really close second, and the difference was the blink. Having a blink as a tank is insanely valuable. I agree, just a tough skip to pull off. I haven't done it yet. Gotcha. It's very easy with the rogue, because at worst you have to use just invis pot. But if you invis pot, you have to have a backup plan, because you probably aren't going to make it the whole way. The problem with invis pot is anyway, the invis pot you can't mount up for, so obviously. Does rogue need to use distract? It doesn't hurt, yeah. It's a good idea to do it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What was the point of that? Reusing whatever that's called. Ashen Halo. This week has me tilting already, and I'm only 2 keys in. Yeah. Last night or yesterday I was pretty upset. It's just people though. Nothing to do with the week again. Give me the content without the people, and I would never not have fun in keys. But I would also have a lot less. We wouldn't get these crazy moments either, so it's a give and take. Do you think the Necrolord aesthetic is cool with Blood Decay, disregarding the spells, just the aesthetic? Eh, maybe. I don't really like Maldraxxus at all as a zone. Like, it's definitely my least favorite zone, so I wouldn't really ever enjoy playing as a Necrolord, I don't think. Enhanced Shaman. I had a feeling this guy was enhanced. The name sounds familiar.
But if you collect me mojo from a few of me business partners, then together we got two.
I was trying to save that Trinket thinking I would need it at some point, but I 2 packs in, I don't need it either.
Follow the path, and don't you be taking no for an answer.
This macro is quite annoying. Hey, Veepsy, welcome back. How you doing? Always touring Shaman too. I love that totem, man. I'll tell you what. How's it going? Pretty good. Pretty good. Mage comes running into the AMC, that's good. Where's he going up there? We ain't going that way. This guy's fire as well.
Now claim its power as your own.
Kind of scared doing my 19 to the side this week. You think going to Ardenweald directly is good? I would do that every week, yeah. It's, well, wait, hold on. You mean like going dead left? Nah, definitely. I'm not doing that anymore. I think it's better to get all the dudes one way or the other. Even if it fucks up, like, some things. I think it's still the safer play. Do you know you're in windowed mode? No, I don't. Forgot. Thank you for reminding me, Faxting. Yeah, we have to kill these a little bit quicker than this, otherwise we're gonna have to pat walk into us. A little early. So we definitely got a rage here, but I got an AMZ. Should be easy. I won't even stand in my AMZ. Let them soak it all up. Oh, it didn't even break. That's surprising. Another one now. Good block. Good fucking block. That guy saved to the death right there. Started Mythic Sylvanas Prague. Now that's a fight. Oh yeah, that's cool.
You know, you don't just be
Good luck with that.
trolls who be coming to ask for old one Sandy's help. All kinds be making deals with the lower adept. Like these two crazy little gnomes here. They both be hungry for power. So me were more than happy to
approach a powerful servant of the jailer.
And they say you can just skip those mechanics.
That mojo back.
Last time we had Sogod on here, it was also quacking. I remember that. Everybody gets sucked into Sogod and gets one shot. Started Sylvanas 2 weeks ago on Heroic. Nice. Also a tough fight, to be honest. Heroic is a lot harder than I've ever... It's the hardest Heroic fight I've ever done. Still on phase 1. Oh, jeez. Phase 1 should be 0 challenge, but somehow people still manage to die in our guild, too. Another week hard to drink. Oh, yeah, you mean because of Grievous. Yeah, that's why you take the power from Varuth. I don't know why so many people don't take it. Seems like a slam dunk to me, man. If I could do the whole dungeon with 100% mana, I would. It just seems like the way to do it. It's hard with people doing less damage than the tank to get out of the phase, I guess it's hard. Luckily, there's like no actual mechanics in phase 1. It's just a bunch of primer. I don't know why they even do that. Couple hits by the mass there, unfortunate. Oh, the release is right here though. That's cool. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, a couple more deaths though, I think. Yep. True, but we get dead people because they take every chain and they can get and run into them. Damn. After telling them not to like a billion times. So. Okay, so that's definitely not a good place to have 9 deaths. I'm pretty sure we had 9 deaths there. Maybe we had 1 or 2 deaths before that. I don't think so though. On the bright side, that is over, so we don't have to fight one of those again.
Remove it at the source.
The mask is harder than the bosses. It's very difficult to get back to it. It's like you wipe and you come back without full health. It's going to be very difficult to do that. I thought we might actually just not. Like, I think the safest play was probably just stay dead and let me finish it, but... that would have taken a long time. But that's what happens when you're not or when you're not Kyrian as a paladin, man. I'm telling you. They have such an amazing kit as a Kyrian, and everybody tries to go for damage instead. Which is cool and all, but I think those scenarios are worth more than... saving those scenarios are worth more than doing good damage on bosses. Like, and you can still do damage as a paladin. It's not like not having the ability makes you do no damage. Obviously, you're not going to do fucking 12k DPS like we've seen some dudes do on bosses, but I think actually with the Kyrian, the Mechanico situation, it's probably not even that bad anymore. It's unfortunate. Didn't mean to do that. Will we use the jar? Maybe I'm the only actual knife thing. I'm not gonna risk it. It's just not worth trying to use the jar with the mobs killing me like this. I'm definitely not the only knife though. The hunters used wild spirits a bunch. We can use them to stun the Spitefuls. Value. Okay, don't soul shape here.
Now, old boy and Sam, they don't just be making deals on Azeroth. Brokers be looking for power too. All kind of power.
So I got into 19 Sanguine depths. Azralan puts me as DPS. I joined and asked, want me to tank or heal? He said to keep me as DPS to see if a good healer or tank joins. I'm so confused. It's probably him that's confused, which is not surprising, but... Azralan. Just a great server altogether right now. I want to get these too. So we don't have an issue with Baruth. Continues to occur for some reason. Honestly, these stories can be told and leave out a server name. It doesn't make much sense, but once you say the server, it's like, oh, that makes sense. Yeah, for real. That's exactly it. Up.
One of the more ruthless Marsworn draws close. Be ready.
They're just AoEing off this pack. Killing Ruth. Let's go bubble. Using a lot of CDs on this though, I don't know. Probably with Grievous, it's just best to just take him alone. How's it going, Met? How have the keys been? Thoughts on this week's Affix? Scott, what's up, buddy? Yeah, it's not been the most successful week, but it's been better than I expected. Like, for me, it's been better. Like, I expected it to be tough for me to survive, but it's not this week. I expected a worse week, I guess, is what I would say. But it's the easy week for me. It's caused a lot of toxicity so far this week, though. So Metro, how are keys creating? Yeah, not the best, but they're better than I expected, so I'm satisfied. That nice big death strike in there, and now we're good until after the stun. We got Trinket, we got Icebound, or no, we have a Lichborn. Trinket first. Silence. We got Lichborn, we use that. Death Strike, we use that. That's a good spell. That's a good one. Vamp Blood is up, we'll use that, another good one. That's about it. We got Icebound coming up for a while. Let's just go and get the Matriarch. Loads toxicity. Better mass grip the ghosts on top of people. That would actually be funny. Whoa. Metro, hey man, how are the keys this week? Follow with, do you get tired of answering the same question? No. God, that's the legacy. That's the legacy of the legacy. That was from a time before this channel. Right. Another guy one shot to Spiteful. Aegis is so good. Yep, it's definitely an insanely good defensive thing. There's not been anything anywhere near as strong as that defensively. For sure. Scale's good because it does a lot of damage as well, but Aegis is definitely really kind of just breaks some packs. Like right there, those mobs couldn't kill me if they wanted to, and because there was so many of them, it was just getting insane value from it. Classic, no. Don't aggro this mob down there by accident. Aegis is better than Scale for pure defense, 100%. It's not even close, really. But in terms of overall usage, I would not use it unless I had this disparity. Like if I had a 252 Aegis with Leech as well, I would be using the Aegis, or I'd be using the Scale right now. But yeah, this is just so much fucking better than a 226 version. Do you ever get tired of asking the same questions? No. That I can say emphatically. What's your other trinkets? The Tazavesh, whatever, first codex technique or something. World Codex. A little slow through those splits. Let's see how fast the boss goes down though. Spiteful really eats up a lot of time though, because you're constantly in combat and you're constantly people are constantly doing damage to targets that don't need to die.
You will pay dearly for this.
Been able to get the Guardian tank trinkets. I have it on normal, so I've been using it for raids because it's like seemingly very very valuable when I need both defense and offense simultaneously, which is pretty common in raids. I love asking the same question, but I do at the start of the week because I haven't gotten a chance to get a feel for the keys yet. Oh, no worries. Don't worry about that.
Away with you.
I literally don't mind answering the same questions. Any question that I need to answer too much, I will make a video over. Which does happen, and I will be including a link in the Nechrotic Wake video, which will now be probably pushed to Friday. I realize now I have to do that. But anyway, that will include a link to a detailed discussion about my Tazavesh trinket thoughts.
I would step lightly if I were you. Away with you. These are more than mere trinkets.
Okay, died pretty quick. Pretty quick.
Have you ever wished you could fly? Away with you. Hold this.
So now Lichborn is an 11% damage reduction. How cool is that? Such a great spell.
My plans.
I just don't even get what the point of that animation is.
Them brokers be up to something.
Like, what is even happening when that happens? Plus, Metro has a better insight than himself when it comes to affixes and dungeons. I appreciate you saying that. Guess I'm out here in the streets. P.S. Your video on the dungeons have been phenomenal. I truly enjoy them and have changed up my tank game. And they've changed up my tank game. Sweet, well, that's awesome, man. Last one is coming on to Friday now. Sanguine, or Nechrotic Wake. That was a big one. Wanted to make sure we got the right footage for that. And then I don't know what's next. I don't know what will be the next video series we start. Get back to leveling challenges, I guess. I got a lot pre-recorded. A lot in the bank. Got probably like 100 hours of leveling content. You're getting the mojo back from Rizala. So what, we're taking it and then he's taking it from us? I don't really... Like, I'm just... That specific animation doesn't really make a lot of sense to me.
The only power that counts be death, and death be coming for them all.
always do that in the wrong order.
Beware. 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 Beware.
Okay, that's that for that pack. It will be the hardest pack in the area.
Beware.
Not taking any damage from the stun. Use things a little poorly here, honestly. The stun actually really didn't help me at all. Just kind of wasted one of my CDs. Suppose it's better than the alternative. It's like the least damage I've ever taken from this pull. Without question. People are actually interrupting, I guess. Oh, really? That's surprisingly early. If there's some kind of trigger for that, like that always happens at a certain time. Might be based on his health pool. Might be below 50%. Yeah, this is just such a slow pulls, I guess. I can see why people want to skip it. That first one on the red. Skipping it makes the dungeon more fun for me. These mobs suck though, yeah. The problem is nobody ever actually fucking kills the skull. Like, look at this. If this mob died as quick as it should, this would be a completely... There'd be zero difficulty in the interrupts. But people are always splitting fucking damage on both of them. I don't understand why that happens. It's because people are so focused on their interrupt target, I guess. This happens every time I do this pack. I've never seen one die quick. Metro, sign me up for keys next. Alright, I'll put you in coach. Wait, I guess I'm the coach in this scenario. And again, the worst possible way to handle that pack, just dead even AoE. People just doing split damage on all 3 targets. That's good. Okay, this is not looking like a great key, but I do think the rest should be very easy, very fast. Done all the hard parts. That was a dangerous scenario. The 2 people with the lines had the soaks on these whatever crystals as well. So when they moved out of the lines, both crystals were hitting the boss. We could have easily had a death there if it was tyrannical. Interesting part of the strategy on this encounter. You don't really think about that kind of thing too often, but it is prevalent. Wow. Yeah, we're not upgrading this. I just realized how little time we have left. We lost it now and we only have 11 minutes left in the dungeon. It's interesting. Usually we have like 16 minutes here. Oh, well, we did pull the pack, though. I forgot about that. Yeah, usually I've been skipping that second pack. And that's dead, so we are ahead on that at least. That pack takes a while. It's all going to come down to Musala again. Like always. It's mainly Spiteful that annoys me as a healer. Keeps you in combat for ages and tank is chain pulling in the next pack when you're 10% mana. Yeah. That's why you take the Varuth power. That Varuth power is so powerful. I don't understand why people don't take it. Especially coming off Prideful season. Like, people are very used to the healer not needing to ever stop, so if that is not significantly, you know, if it's abnormally the case, then yeah, you definitely need to do everything in your power to make sure that's changed.
That was long ago, but me remember how the trolls be turning away from you? All them sacrifices, all that blood, how they were gonna...
You don't need worshippers.
I love those jars, man.
You're gonna give me all the power.
Don't know what they are, but they're great.
One someday the one who's gonna be forgotten.
I am this week, and the quick eating power. Oh, good one too, yeah. Forgot all about that one, actually. Couple good options there.
And one someday always be willing to make a deal. But what you give me that look for?
Got a little bit of an elevation of the pace here. We do need it. Should we get these upgrades?
Just get mojo back.
Hopefully we'll get good interrupts on the Hexer. I normally pick Overflowing Chalice as Mistweaver, but it's crazy how much mana you eat to correct mistakes. Yes, definitely. On a week like this, it's definitely the pick. Alright, that mod just sitting up there. Looks like Magical Dan changed to Magic Mike. Or re-rolled, yeah. It's funny. Fucking Magic Dan. Curious to see this Fire Mage's overall. Yeah, remind me, we'll take a look. We'll take a look. They're up the heels. No. That's gonna be it, probably. Gave it our best chance here, but these guys just don't interrupt shit. I don't really understand how a spell called Heal can be not interrupted. It's like so fucking obvious that that needs to be interrupted, right? I'm gonna call it. Gonna be 8.4k overall. You're pretty good with your predictions, so I wouldn't be surprised. I run with the Frost Mage who was thinking about going back to Fire. Well, it's really good on Fortified weeks, I guess. So. Last week we played with the Fire Mage and he was legit useless. He did like 2+k less than the rest of the group. Juan, Metro, what do you do for a living? You're watching it, my friend. Streaming and variety of YouTube things. I used to be a dental assistant, and ironically, I'm going back to being a dental assistant for 2 days. But that will not last very long. Okay, we gotta plow these bosses over, man. We can't have any mistakes here.
Power is mine. I will live again. Face the wrath of the Soul Player. Die, mortal.
What the fuck? How do you get locked out? Wow. 2 days per week? No, no, like just tomorrow, Thursday and Friday. That's it. Boss dying pretty fast, to be fair. I think we're still alright. You're living the dream, man. Oh, or not. Okay, 8, 25, 20, 21. What was the first key? Sanguine 20 span. And then the next one was Sanguine, or was DOS 20 to span. Alright, great start. We had a Shaman for the first one. Paladin for the second one. I gotta look back at the footage though. I don't remember who we had DPS wise. Okay, it was Warrior, Warlock, Warrior, and Bombkin. And for this last one, it was Hunter, Mage, Shaman. Did you disband? Yes. Can you show overall? No, unfortunately not. We didn't finish the dungeon, so I guess that's still overall. I don't know. Don't know how it works, but gotta finish the dungeon for it to work all the way. That was my key, which just bombed. Really solid tanking. Oh, Jay Watt, what's up, buddy? Yeah, that was a peculiar one. I've never seen something like that before. I've done that key. Let's see how many times I've done that key. Season 1. We did it. Where's the thing? Let's see. Season 1, we did it 67 times just on my Blood DK alone. Not even as other specs or classes. And then so far in Season 2, we've done it 20 times. So 87 times I've done that dungeon on Mythic Plus on my Blood DK, and I've never seen somebody get locked out there. That is the first time I've ever seen that. I didn't build a great comp. No, that was fine. It's just melee sucks, yeah, so LE is obviously preferential, but Enhance is not a bad spec right now. They're pretty good. Just certainly not the best thing in the world, but yeah, I don't know, man. Spiteful is just a tough ask. It really slows the dungeon down, so I think you were right to ask about the skip in Ardenweald. I think we gotta start doing that. Or skipping in whatever, Mana Storm area. Couldn't believe how tight that was coming out of that area. That just took so long. Okay, what are we doing? Hall's 20. $99k HP. It's not really that big of a deal. I just have a stand plus code.
What is your quarry?
Anyway, what are we actually doing?
Queen and grove. Speak plainly. My heart for Arden.
My Brewmaster only has 73k. Oh yeah. Spiteful is melee on the damage meter, right? Yeah, I guess so. I don't really know. It's weird. Some weird things happen in this game. I never saw anybody comment on that. Hello. Assume is what you meant. Well, welcome. Hella dope, yeah. You're right about that. This is the one key we don't need. This is Nechrotic Wake. Oh, we also did miss yesterday. This will be the sign in Metro warm-up key, huh? It better be. Honestly, if we get many more disbands, then this is just a waste of time. These keys aren't even going poorly, it's just people are just fucking idiots. Just had a tank, a troll, and out of time Sanguine stood in room before last boss refusing to pull. DK DPS changed to tank, and we were about to kill it, and the original tank kicked us. Oh wow. So yeah, that kind of stuff, man. Why can't that happen to me? That's funny. I have never dared to tank. Your videos have motivated me, so I returned to the Alliance with my Protection Paladin. Oh, cool. Well, good luck. Let me know if you have any questions. Damn, does the Oceanic ping affect you? Not really, no. I find that as a healer, 200 ping is pretty noticeable. Yeah, it's not going to be anywhere near that bad for me. It's usually like 150 at the most. I played on way worse. I played on EU for a long time. And, that was like 230, 240. I didn't really have too much issue, but yeah, it's a lot harder to interrupt when you have that high ping. You have to preemptively get it, pretty much. You have to know you're interrupting before you are ready to interrupt. I have a lot to learn, but I guess in time things will go well. Sweet, man. Metro is definitely the best pug tank I have seen. I don't think you're saying that. I will just go back to what we saw work yesterday and just pull more conservatively in this opening area. Not worth the risk. Which I would argue takes more skill than organized group pushing. Well, I definitely agree that it takes a lot of skill. I don't know about more skill, but I will say my unique scenario is definitely something that very few people have put themselves in. I don't think there's any other player out there who is going to constantly be reading chat and doing keys that are, you know, almost a little too difficult for his own competency level. There's a lot of times that I die just because I'm inattentive, and that makes it a very hard thing to do. Does this week seem easier than last one? No. Last one was surprisingly easy to time keys, even though tyrannical, I believe. Last week was definitely the easiest week of the season. I think, no question about it. This is true, you're literally the only one. Yeah, I think honestly I might be the only actual person. A unique blend of all things, and especially playing a Blood DK. Like, if I was playing a bear, it would be a lot less of an issue. But it's a Blood DK, I constantly have to monitor multiple things, and when you're not actually looking at the screen, you'd be surprised how difficult that is. True, I've always wondered how you managed to read every message and still do high keys. I just got lucky, I guess. Or I just got used to it, I guess is probably the way to put it. I'm watching your Pugging Mythic Plus guides. They are helping me a lot. Sweet. If you have any questions, let me know. Blackshear, the last one will be live on Friday. We've already upgraded this key this week, so it should be no problem. See, we can't get back on the right side of things here. Gonna have to, considering we have a limited amount of time here. We'll be able to stream Friday now, so hopefully we can get 10 keys done this week. And the key I have, oh, actually 220. That's a lot higher than I expected it to be. If that's the norm, though, I literally never noticed that, so. Do you ever die when you don't stream? Well, I don't really do a lot of keys off stream, honestly, so. But the few I do, I always notice. It's very noticeable. It's like, oh my god, it is so much easier. It's not even just looking at the screen, but it's also, like having 100% focus, like not talking constantly, you know what I mean? It is so much easier to play the game when you don't actually have to do all that stuff. So much easier. Like, it's not even close to how much easier it is. I feel like I have a lot of responsibility, and that scares me. What as a tank? Yeah. Certainly the case. It's all part of it. Saving Rune Weapon, expecting those to aggro, but they did not. Let's go ahead and get them. Nice little knockback there. I don't know. That was on perfect timing there on purpose, but play as a healer for a few keys. Black, you will see how bad some tanks are. Yeah, to be honest, that's actually one of the main things I did in Season 1 was intentionally play a healer. I wonder what goes in some people's heads when everyone agrees on a plan before key starts, and when it comes time to execute the classic, oh, I potted. They just don't. Nothing goes through their head is the issue with that. It happened because they weren't thinking, and that's a very common mistake in this game. Very common mistake in any activity where you require high brain activity but zero physical activity. You'd be surprised at how connected the two are. When you get in the zone physically and mentally, your brain just works better. When you're just sitting in a chair, it's very easy to kind of just lull yourself to sleep and stop caring about what you're doing. Metro been training in the hyperbolic time chamber, and when you put off your shackles, you feel like a god. That's, yeah, basically how it feels, to be honest. Literally, like fucking playing with training weights, yeah. I achieved 2.2k with my Shaman in the Horde, so expect everything as a tank. Oh yeah, okay. Well, Alliance is a whole different bucket as well, unfortunately. I don't know much about it, but like, if it's anything like it was when I knew stuff about it, it's gonna be tough. Tough to get to, like, to get to where I'm at on this character, it would be very difficult. It would definitely require rating, first of all, which I wouldn't be doing, but... Alliance and a new player server got me top 2 of the mages with only just 2.1k. Well, server's relatively useless, but
Well fought. Now claim its power as your own.
all right, very good. Also, the amount of 2.5k tanks doing stupid stuff in pugs is fairly high. Oh yeah, that I don't have any experience with. I do stupid stuff all the time, though, so I guess I do. Yeah, let's actually go down this way first.
Your arrogance.
Worthy subject. Let us.
They don't adapt to the pug. They think they're in their push group. Ah, that makes sense. Well, I will say that that is another advantageous position I'm in, is I don't have a push group, so I only pug. I'm a lot more experienced with what mistakes might look like than your average person who's doing both. What scares me the most is maybe being forced to raid. Oh, you're not forced. You can definitely benefit from it if you want as a tank. How was the raid? I missed it due to work. Pretty good, yeah. We had really nice clear. That was definitely our best clear. We cleared everything in 3 hours, so excellent, excellent clear on that front. That's what it should look like. Now tomorrow we will do, or tomorrow, today we will do our first, well, we'll do 4 more hours of Dormazane. Hopefully our first pulls into a kill potential. We'll see. Good morning, Metro. Got a 252 Haste Mastery two-handed for Rhett's back. Oh, cool. Is that good for Rhett? I don't actually know anything about Rhett. Sounds like it. Haste Mastery. Haste Mastery is good? Whoa. Haste Mastery is good, gotcha. I'm still able to get the stun off when I wanted to, you see. The latency situation really doesn't matter much to me. Spiteful is kind of the new explosive, it feels like, though. People spend a lot of a lot of damage on things that don't need to be damaged. Fattest TV I hit in raid last night was 38K. You bought a $38,000 television? What the fuck? That's ridiculous. A compliment from the mage. Yeah, we're getting a lot of them recently. The whole team. Yeah, this rogue's pretty complimentary. You must be rich. That's a hell of a TV, yeah. I don't know who's got money for that. Maybe Tiger Woods? He's rich, right? Alright, we got all this shit over here. Oh, I did it again! God damn it, dude. Fucking Jesus Christ. I don't know how I do this so often, I really don't. The rogue used to flame people. Looks like he's born again and moved on from his past ways. Give it time. What race is he this dungeon? Damn. Oh, you guys are doing the flaming. Literally just did this dungeon. You're doing it a lot better on time than my group was. Yeah. Yeah, not anymore. Now that we fucked that up, we're gonna be wasting like at least a minute here. Pretty big error, honestly. It's bigger than it looks. You can't say sorry for your route. They said you were huge. Yeah, that's definitely a big issue. Fucked it all up. The worst part is there's nothing we can do other than wait because we pulled all the trash down there. Wait, what? Sheep is in combat, isn't it? Nah, you just let him know that there was gonna be a pause to drink. Yeah. Something like that. Now why is this? Where's the map? Otherwise, they will come to the party. Pretty sure Mage needs to drop combat somehow. Let's find out. Alright, we're good. It's even slowed too somehow. I don't know what that's about. Okay, why does this guy have threat? Did I get bubbled? Confused how he had threat. It's because he's doing 9k DPS. Perhaps. That was a quick kill. Been through Holy Pally, yeah. Beat the Bombkin by 3,000 DPS. Sign doesn't flame in chat anymore. We good? Maybe he flames with tricksing people he wants to kill. You got this? Easy time. Yeah, I mean, it certainly looks like we do. I hope so, even though we wasted like over a minute there. Keeps happening. This must scale with Fortified, huh? These mobs. This is like 3 times we've done this boss now this week, and all 3 times the ads were not dead. Three phases on Fortified, jeez. Turned into stone there at the last second.
The more ruthless Marswan draws close,
Going back into the Ashen Hail. It's gone. A little bop there. Group damage is not impressive outside of CDs, though.
To the victor goes the anima. Claim your power, Maw-walkers.
Yeah. Dead there. I don't know what's going on. I'm like lagging or something. Not generating rate power. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, guys, I am learning the correct routes in this season, but pretty low rate IO. I'm looking for a website where I can see the certain percentage trash you need to have to continue. I don't know of a website, but yeah, everybody else just uses Raider IO add-on, or whatever it's called now. Mythic Dungeon Tools, the name of it. Yeah, Mythic Dungeon Tools is the add-on you're looking for, though, for sure. I also have all my routes that I recommend in a video. bigplay.1/routes is where you can get them. There's also a weak aura that will tell you if you did something wrong yet.
Beware. You approach a powerful servant of the jailer.
Your penance is at hand.
I mean, it's mostly trial and error. Yeah, it's... well, I don't know. There really shouldn't be any trial and error, but yeah, you can use add-on or whatever else.
You must face
It's relatively easy to figure out. That's been such a talking point this expansion, though. Now I know for next expansion. I'll make a video about what the requirements are before going up. That'll be a great video early on in the expansion. Why is this thing still attacking me?
Their pain shall enlighten you. Their pain shall enlighten you.
And Plaguefall, I thought somewhere around 86, and I don't really know the percentages because I don't ever do a route that varies, so I don't ever need to. I would recommend not worrying about that kind of stuff. I would worry about getting the whole route perfect instead of... You don't want to be changing your route every single key, which is... And I can't really understand a scenario where you would need to know that unless you're changing your route every single key. Especially in Season 2, like that should never happen. In Season 1 I could see it because of Prideful and shit, but that should never happen in Season 2. Since we've been wrong. Since I've been loving you. I'm about to lose my word, mine. Oh. Anyway, I'm a Necrolord. I have to make routes with slimes. Gotcha. Hey, you should pull those regardless. The slimes are insanely valuable. I remember when I was young, my friend worked at a restaurant just down the road here. He worked 7 to 11. He worked every night. I was like, oh, it's just like in Since I've Been Loving You. You're working 7 to 11 every night. And it's like, I think the song refers to 7 to 11 in the morning to the evening. I was like, oh, maybe. Yeah, you might be right. I didn't even think about that. Okay, let's see. Smack. Oh, it doesn't kill people. Okay. Oh, it does. That's a cauterize, yeah. Even on Fortified, it's a one-shot. The moon.
Beware.
I have anima to spare.
Oh, that was a very little amount of damage.
Feel the weight of your sins. Out of my way!
Hit for 43k. That's funny. 43k, 38% of my health. No issue. Didn't even fucking scratch me.
Beware.
Behold the might of the Vampiric! Your pride undoes you.
A victory well earned.
Alright.
You have proven that
We never
none
got the
of
weekly
weapons
quest
in
either.
Zoval's arsenal can
I just
best
realized. Alright, so let's add that to the list. At least we got an upgrade. 25. And that was Paul's 20 upgrade. That was another another paladin. Paladin. It's basically all we see. We don't ever see anything other than those. Flame patch second. Why? Rogue, Mage, and Bombkin. What is the 21? Oh, Necrotic Wake. Ooh, okay, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do that. I just gotta run to the bathroom, so let me just do that real quick while I'm sure people are reporting there. Be right back. Oh, who left? Anyway, I'm the ultimate hype man right now. I appreciate it. Anyway, Harold says, sorry, you said I could find the MDT routes you used in Season 2. Yeah, well, it's a front video of the channel, so if you go to the main page of the channel, you can find the actual video where I explain all the routes and kind of walk you through them. But if you just want the actual exports, bigplay.1/routes. Again, you can find it in the video too, but that'll take you to a spreadsheet where I have all of them. Hi, Metro. How are you? Garshaw, what's up, buddy? How you doing? I'm doing all right. Yeah, I think people sleep on this trinket too, honestly. Pretty wild. How much actual defense it can offer on top of how much offense it can offer. I assume both this and the raid trinket are like this, but if you're really not interested in raiding, or especially you're probably never going to do that boss on Mythic. I don't know, the normal one doesn't seem anywhere near as good as the one I have on this, but I think probably by the Mythic one it would be a lot better. It's a lot of damage and it does a lot of healing. And the fact that it actually beat Aegis is kind of ridiculous. But it also has the benefit of pulling anything you want. So I guess I mean, how many weeks are we in? We're actually in 8 full weeks of the season now, and that was 9 weeks that the patch has been out. So 9 weeks we've had fixed this, and it doesn't seem like it's getting changed. So I don't really know.
My master did say
Hard to believe.
serve everyone.
Can you show us the gear you were using? You can check that out on Radio.io if you want, but if you have any specific questions, I'm happy to answer them. Let's fill up. This is the last allocation we have in this bottle too. Maybe 1.5. I think we got 1.5. Yeah. How is this week? Yeah, it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Not been insanely good like last week, but solid. Certainly solid. Can't believe there's no May 20. Thought they agreed to like lower it for some reason. Yeah, let's actually here. Let's do this. Let's upgrade my shoulders too while we're here. That would probably take me to 100k. Maybe not though. I don't know how much we actually get out of a single piece, but that might take me to 100k. These aren't very good shoulders, but had them for a long time now.
For you, I offer only the fire. May I tempt you with my wares?
If your lead shouldn't it phase you? No, I don't. Well, I don't actually know how it works. I have no idea. Can't actually do it like that, right? Yeah. Not really sure what the purpose of that is, but I guess it's to show you. Are we getting an eye level for? Oh yeah! Wow! Look at that.
Remember.
That's hilarious. 100k on the dot. Wow. Isn't there a training dummy? I want to see exactly what it's at. And it's still with a bunch of heroic pieces on. This time last season, I don't think I would have had much heroic gear on. Or like not 252 gear, basically. There's a couple of good heroic pieces, but 100k, let's go. Yeah, we're going. I don't really... I guess most tanks are nowhere near it. Like, I don't actually know. I've only played Blood DK, so I don't actually know what other tanks have, but all I have is one stamp trinket, and I do have a stamp flask on, so. Yeah, let's go get these quests while we wait for this that doesn't ever seem to happen. Is it really that hard to find a healer for Nechrotic Wake? Where you at in Mythic SOD? We've seen a couple of 40% pulls of Pain or Dormazane, sorry. Dormazane. So 3 of 10 right now. Maybe 4 of 10 tonight. We'll see how it goes.
How may I assist? Tell me what you need, my friend.
What makes the card trinket more worth it than any of the Mythic Plus or Raid trinkets? I mean, have you seen it? It's doing more healing than a 252 Raid trinket. And it definitely did more damage than it. But on top of that, it has stamina, which is valuable right now to get more damage out of Stygian King's barbs. Seemingly working very well with Blood Decay, and it also is bugged, so I can pull any mob within 100 yards whenever it procs. Seems like it's a mandatory trinket, in my opinion. Which one is the best? Reactive Defense Matrix? Well, I haven't actually tried the Reactive Defense Matrix outside of like raid and shit, because it's so low item level. But yeah, eventually I'll get a mythic one of that, and I'm sure it will be better just because it'll be higher item level. Did you do any the other side? Yeah, we did the other side earlier today, just 2 keys ago. What legendary do I use? I use Crimson Rune. Fair enough. Seems crazy. Surprised I've not seen anyone else with it, to be honest. I don't. I'm just gonna go ahead and remove the oceanic thing because I don't think that's a problem, and I don't know why there's no healers signing up, but surely. Wait, why does the title say Oceanic? Because I moved. I don't know, the leader was from Oceania. You got 2 dudes from Barthalas, so I don't know. Seeing top Blood DK use the triple disease legendary and keys as well. Yep, they're all using it. I'm one of very few not using it. Why is that? Is it just because of damage? I have no idea, honestly. I'm not really sure why anybody would not use it. Why anybody would not use Crimson Rune. So here's a couple reasons why I use Crimson Rune. And I'm not sure why these people don't also use it because of these reasons. One is Dancing Rune Weapon is insane for just a straight up wall against damage, and I constantly need it. Like, the amount of times it saves my life is immeasurable. Like, I probably use it like 70% of the time, and it just absolutely saves my life. So I'm not really sure what they're doing, that they don't need that. The other one is that it's excellent for snap threat, which is my biggest issue right now. Every time I have Dancing Rune Weapon, I will have threat, 100%. It also synergizes extremely well with the conduits and many talents. So not only Meat Shield and stuff like that, what we talked about, but also Fall Bulwark, which is working out really well in Season 2. And the other thing is it's not on a fucking neck. A neck is so bad stats. Like, look at the neck. It has 130 stamina on it. Look at all my other items. Ridiculous. It's the worst fucking item. It has less stamina than this 239 gloves. You know what I mean? It's ridiculously low. Like, you get so little value from having a neck on. So I don't know. The belt, like, even the belt isn't good, but at least when Super Strain was chest, it made sense. But I actually have no idea why anybody would be using Super Strain. The only thing I could think of is they are constantly kiting. And if that's the case, then yeah, obviously you use Super Strain. If you're not in melee range enough to get value from Bone Shields, like, ticking over, then there's no reason to have. Has way more other stats though, but who cares? I don't need secondary stats. We need primary stats. This druid is a big metro simp now, yeah. You also have to counter in the fact that none of them are Night Fae. Well, yeah, I didn't even consider that, like, in that conversation there. But yeah, that's the other reason. As a Night Fae, I would get almost no benefit from Super Strain. I'm constantly at 100, like, I'm constantly above, like, 50 some runic power. So it would be wasted. It would be very, very wasted. Obviously, it does more damage. But I don't really feel like I need more damage. Like, that's not really something I care about. Surprised they take a mild damage increase over literally 40-second Dancing Rune Weapon. It's actually not as big of a
Metro, what do you
damage.
think is the best healer for Mythic
The
Plus?
bird.
Blood Death
Blood Death
Knight.
Knight. Thanks a lot. Welcome. I don't recognize the name, but thank you for becoming a member. There it is right there. Oh, red. Well, you've been here for a while, I guess. Thank you for returning as a member. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. The damage output isn't actually as big of a difference as it seems, yeah. What the fuck is going on here? Is there just no Kyrian healers? I've never seen a Nechrotic Wake not fill instantly. Did I list it wrong or something wrong with the listing? I don't understand. But we had a look at this in Season 1. I'll take one more look at it today. But first of all, you will see Dancing Rune Weapon somewhere. Let's see. Okay, so Dancing Rune Weapon has a 15% uptime. Then Crimson Rune Weapon, which is you know, I don't think people fully understand how good having extra rune generation is, especially as Night Fae. But that, on top of that, has another 13% uptime. So basically, the Legendary is effectively doubling just the uptime of the CD, right? Surely, between both of these spells. But then you also have Meat Shield, which is where... Meat Shield has another 28% uptime, which is dramatically impacted by having more rune weapons. So for about 50% of the dungeon, you're going to have one of those buffs. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty damn good, considering I actually don't have much outside of that to reduce my physical damage intake. But, you know, the other reason, it could be, like, frankly, they're just better players than me, and they don't need it. I need this. I need this so bad, it's unbelievable. When I play without this, I get fucking slaughtered. It is such a good CD, especially with a lot of physical damage coming in, like in halls. If I didn't have it, I would be so fucked. I would be constantly in danger, freaking out. I'd be making terrible decisions over and over again. So it's very possible that none of the previous reasons are the reason. It's just because they're way better players than me. Very possible, but I'm not really sure. What's the name of the trinket so I can join the hype train? What's it called? Codex of the First Technique. Yeah, there you go. I need to swap my hunter to Kyrian the next time there's a cheese renowned ketchup in place like the Brawl. Oh yeah, you just missed that, so I don't think that's going to happen again for a few months. It's actually super quick to catch up, though, if you just did it and what the fuck is going on here? Is this abnormal? I'm very confused. I don't understand. There's tons of groups. Just nobody looking for a... I don't really understand. This is like the most popular key. There's just no healers somehow. Oh. Short on healers at the moment? Something like that. I don't really understand. Trying to fill my 19 the other side, and it took me ages to find one. Damn. Not gonna join? Declined invite. I'm pretty bad at rotating Bloody KCDs outside of Vamp Blood myself. Yeah. Yeah, so what happens if I put that other Stam Trinket on? 106k. If I put a strength trinket on, oh, 6k. Yeah, so about 6k loss from the trinket. Okay, whatever. Let's just get going. Anyway, like I don't use the CDs if I feel like I don't need them. Yeah, that's the big mistake that Blood DK makes. I think a lot of newer Blood DKs are going to make that mistake if they played other tanks but not Blood DK. It's a very, it's a big loss to not use your CDs as often as possible. And now, especially with how many CDs we have, like, it's so big. There's so many CDs to rotate through, man. You pretty much should always have something. Especially if you're using a trinket like this, then yeah, you definitely should always have something. Plague Ball should be pretty straightforward this week, I feel like. Let's see how much score we get, though. Hey, Sudden Gaming, what's up, buddy? But yeah, let's see how many Vamp Bloods I use. Okay. 31 Vamp Bloods. 21% of all combat time I used a Vamp Blood. I had Vamp Blood up, so. Pretty ridiculous. And that's probably still not maximized. I'm sure there's at least 2 or 3 uses that I could have got extra if I really wanted to. Hello from Russia. Always watching your Mythic Plus games. Is DK your only tank? Don't love other tanks. Yeah, the game is just like taking up so much of my time right now that I don't really have time to play other tanks. Blood DK is my true passion, so it's what I play the most, but I wouldn't mind playing some other tanks, but it would just take them forever to get geared up. If anything, I'd rather play another Death Knight just to see if there's something like... I'm also, you know, all these people talking about how tanky it is and everything, like, I'm also wondering if it's Night Fae. Because, like, I'm thinking about this, like, I have, like, a 4+% damage reduction on every single mob in the pack. You know what I mean? Not every single mob, but, like, there's a lot of damage reduction going out with Night Fae, so I wonder, you know, if it's truly just DK or if it's also Night Fae. The main one for me is Rune Weapon. I only use it when I need to catch up on Bone Shield stacks. Well, but you're not using Crimson Rune, surely. If you're using Crimson Rune and doing that, then that's awful, yeah. Waiting to get off work so I can grind Renown from 12 to 48 after switching the Druid to Venthyr. Gotcha. DK is love, DK is life. That's, well, maybe not the life part, but DK definitely love. DK is death, if anything. Don't use Crimson Rune? Gotcha. Well then, yeah, Rune Weapon's fine to save. That's actually probably the better way to use Rune Weapon. That's the other reason why I can't do anything but use Crimson Rune at this point, because when I go back to not using it, I'm like just spamming Rune Weapon and I'm wasting it. Like, it's got a lot of value that needs to be used well if you're only going to be able to use it every however many minutes. It's actually a 2 minutes? I actually don't even know. Yeah, it's a 2-minute CD, okay. So if you're only using it once every 2 minutes, then you gotta be a little bit more cautious. I am all out trying to tell Metro to join the Feral hype train. Feral, yeah, that would be fun if they make it a tank spec again, maybe. Can you make new routes for 9.1? Or did you make? Yes, I did, yes. The featured video is got the video explaining the new routes, and there's also just the routes in the export, same one as Season 1, so... Okay, here's a raid check. I was able to time my first 19 key today and hit 2200. Very cool, man. Nicholas, let me know if you have any questions. But this is a multi-person mount? Oh, that's cool. I didn't actually know that. They really need to up the drop rate of bow upgrades. Oh yeah, pretty rare, I guess. But once you get it, that's it, right? You only need 2 total or whatever, right? I wonder if each hero that represented a class in WoW had a massive fight to the death, who would win it all? I guess Arthas is the answer, right? He's the most powerful out of... Depends on who we're counting, I guess.
Quick work of you. Stradama's plague will soon be mine.
A great evil lurks nearby. Expel it with haste.
It's a lot of fucking dudes. This guy really likes the number 100K. Is that an option on Plater to turn sprites blue? Yeah, you can do pretty much anything with Plater. So I set like the spell ID or the NPC ID to always be a different color than the rest of the plates, so they are very obvious. There's a lot you can do with that. You could make it, if it's fixated on you, it could be a different color. I think Plater has that as a default option now, actually. Definitely just want them to be a much different color than everything else, because like they're not really needing to be killed. I wish they removed the rune cost of rune tap. No, that would be pretty overpowered, I think. That's how it used to be, with no rune tap or no rune cost, and it was the time when Blood DK was the most broken for sure. Player defaults red if Spiteful is targeting you. Red. Oh, we don't want that. Bit too samey. I just love messing around with custom colors in this game though, man. They all look so good. There's some really cool color combos that you can use. What was that thing? My favorite color in the video games for spells and aesthetics is blue and purple. One of the main reasons I like Night Fae, yeah. A lot of good colors in the Night Fae spectrum. Got some frame leaks there. Yeah, I think my internet's fucked again. No, we're not killing that first. I don't know why that keeps getting marked. Come on, interrupt the fucking guy.
Intruders, you will be devoured whole. The disease spreads.
This about 10 minutes ago, and then group just killed the slime way back before it got to the boss. I'm surprised that doesn't happen more, honestly, but... Is this guy actually... Wait, is he Night Fae? Or I keep saying Night Fae. Is he Chiron? Well, he's Ragnaros, we know that.
That was a mere taste.
Yeah, it's a little
of what
sketchy
the
with
plague
Grievous.
can do. Once I control it, all of Maldraxxus will pay for what they've done.
A red spot from slime does not hurt while standing in it. I mean, it does, but not enough to counteract the fact that you're doing a ton more damage. The fight doesn't actually do any damage either while you're standing in it. People are just maybe standing in it a little too long, I don't know. If they're like 80% when it comes, the Tyrannical Plague Stomp has killed a couple who stood in it. Oh, really? Wait, what's happened? He died a second time? The amount of people get killed by fucking melee. Pretty embarrassing, honestly. He's not Kyrian. Have you ever tried Omni CD add-on? No. Don't you need different frames for Omni CD? I doubt it. I have those are default frames. Six stacks of this? Are we gonna dispel this or what? Why would you not dispel 9 stacks of this debuff?
The Mars dark magic coalesces here. Remove it at the source.
First Frostland's a little lucky down the way there.
The creature is slain. Now, claim its power as your own.
Wonderful! More test subjects! Unleash the plague borders!
Whoa, 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 what the fuck are you doing? How would you do that? Oh, that's a complete waste. Wait, did it hit this one, I guess is what he was trying to do? I don't understand. I'm very lost.
I will dissect you myself!
fuck? How did I get hit by that? Man. I'm literally all turned around now. That one fucking pack rooting me. Just kill it. It's fine. Oh, well, yeah, I grabbed the trash, so it's away. Cool. Did they forget how huge you are and tried to help you out? I don't know. That really turned me around, though. Rooting that mob there, just, I don't know why, but it just completely flipped my head. Oh, wow, this mob's full health again, too. Yeah, that's really bad. That's probably the key, yeah. That's definitely the key. That's it. It is crazy how much tighter keys are this week than last week, though. Like, we had some pretty big issues in that 22 Plague Bomb. We still upgraded it easily. I don't think we had a full wipe, but... Your time is not terrible? No, this is... yeah, it's very bad. Usually we're 20 minutes coming off a kill from the third boss, or for the second boss. We're not even, it's probably going to be 15 minutes by that point. We have no chance. Last week trash was pretty much free. Yeah, I mean, it's still trash. It still has to die. It's definitely not free. I mean, it was easy, and it's easy now. It's just people are doing dumb shit. And I think it's really spiteful, honestly. I think that's a big thing. Why are we still in combat? You can go mini boss, haste buff, last pack, cleave with boss. Gotcha. Okay, let's see what we got here. Druid has been feared while fighting Varus. That's PTSD inducing. He'll be whispering me tomorrow. Does, but I was able to be pulled in larger numbers last week. Anyway, let's see if we can't salvage this, but I doubt it. He will be on the phone to his lawyer. By the way, for health reference in my prop pally, I'm 42k unbuffed. Nice. Yeah, that's pretty, prop pally is pretty bad, honestly, in terms of health. Could you stop calling me cutie? It's like the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard somebody say. Makes me like have zero interest in whatever else you say after that. Prop pally is low. This comment is late. You were mentioning something about being 100k unbuffed. Yeah, they have less health than other classes.
Beware.
That is pretty cringe, yeah, for real. As is most shit, he says. Hello Metro, how are you, man? I'm good, Bynum. What are you up to? What is it? Blood DK, Bear? No, Demon Hunter would definitely be above the other two now. Demon Hunter is actually probably higher. I don't actually know, because when we tested, we actually did a video on this before Shadowlands launched. I'm not sure how many people saw it, but we did a health comparison between all the tanks with equal gear level. And Vengeance, I think, was the highest, if I remember correctly. I don't actually remember. I'm pretty sure Vengeance was the highest. Sounds like a hooker, not gonna lie. It's like, yeah. Just the dumbest thing to say somebody on a live stream ever. My Brewmaster sits around 72k unbuffed. Yeah, Brewmaster and Prop Pally are definitely the lowest, I know that much, but in between I'm not sure, because Bear has the ability to be one of the highest, right? Yeah, 12 minutes, okay. We're gonna miss this by over 10 minutes probably. Anyway, Bear has the potential to be the highest because their mastery increases their health pool, doesn't it? I'm not actually too aware of how it works nowadays, but I think that's right.
It lingers, festers, destroys everything it touches, even the victor.
Is your group's DPS just low? I'm not sure, honestly. Maybe we had that full wipe. But yeah, I don't think it would be enough to create this big of a disparity between the timer and the reality. Pretty disappointed though. We've made very little progress. We've actually made no progress today, yeah. Got nothing done today. It's been a complete waste of time today. Is Venter Boomy honestly better than Knife A? I have no idea. I don't know anything about it, but I would lean on the side of no. It's like, CD reliance is so bad as it is with some classes. We have way too big of a discrepancy between good offensive classes and good offensive classes that do offense every pack. I don't think we need yet another class that does. Offense every 5 minutes.
All will suffer, as the House of Eyes has suffered.
So I would say no, but I don't really know if Knife A even changes that, to be honest, so it might just be the exact same niche anyway. My Vengeance has 81k with armor kit and no stam trinket. Gotcha. So that's 450. So it's probably not too different than what I'm at. I see so many Vampiric boomies do terrible damage. Yeah, it's just all like, all they do is CD damage. That's it. Holy crap, is them all laggy? Oh yeah. I've only ever seen streamers do well with Vampiric Boomy. Oh yeah. Streamers. Maybe they have a little. They probably have extra power from their internet or something. Well, that's unfortunate. Can we even stop that without? Yeah, they have the internet power. It does help. Alright, about to get off. Oh, maybe not. Alright, now let's go. Oh, look at the plays. One more save. Can we do it? Nope. Wow, we killed it. Okay, that's pretty funny, actually. Good plays. That kind of situation there, it's like, if that mob leaps over there and you don't have a blood DK, you might as well just fucking wipe. Like, it's such a terrible, terrible, terrible thing. It's like, okay, so now the most dangerous mob in the pack is 30 yards away from the rest of the pack. Sweet. But with DK, it's like, who cares? How's this week's Affix is treating you? I'm surprised it's not harder for me to survive, but it's not been successful. Not very successful. I haven't had very much success this week. The best play is to just kill it. That's definitely a good choice, yeah. It definitely makes things easier. Look who's back. Big TW. Thank you very much. Glad to see you again, buddy. Toby. Yeah. I'm so checked out of this key, it feels like I can't even... Not great to feel this way. This would be a very easy upgrade. Toby is a legend, I agree. I'm with you. I am with you.
A single scratch is all it will take. No target has escaped me.
How can you be checked out? Toby just walked in. Not of the stream, just of the key. It's like I feel like I don't even care anymore. All passion for finishing the key is gone, even though I do still want to finish it, of course. I would really like to get 10 keys done this week, and at this rate we may not do it if we don't have at least 1 or 2 more good ones today.
My blades will rend your flesh. Vengeance will be mine.
Who trespasses upon the house of blades? Who seeks that which cannot be controlled?
You always have the option to just get 10 done, but you won't do 15s. Well, I only do them during stream, and I'm not going to be doing 15s during stream, so. Thanks for your incredible insight, Jix. Very, very helpful conversation we just had there. Really, I get invigorated when Toby showed up. If I was in your position, I would play 20% better. Toby power over internet power. Yeah, no, right. Internet power is good, but Toby's better. Do your key as a push group. Alright, sounds good, Toby. Anything you want, man. You tell me, we'll do it. You tell me, we will do it. Put these here, a little dangerous, but that's fine. Toby just said do it as a push group. I saw, yeah. It's a good idea. Never would have really thought about that one. The man has spoken. Ingenious, really, yeah, no doubt. Get Jix to heal it? You down for that? We'll see. Jix, get on that healer, dude. Toby truly knows what's going on here. He's got it all figured out, as always. We'll probably get like 1 point. We'll get 1 score. Toby's actually big brain. He meant Jix to heal on blood decay. Yeah, maybe. That would be a viable option. About as aware as Donald Trump regarding usual human skin tone. Gotcha. Speaking of, I don't know, I did notice this all this summer, but I had no socks on this morning and I was looking at my feet, and from golfing it's like, it looks like parody, honestly. It looks like fake. My calf is like brown and my feet are like milk. That's the only way I could describe it. Calf is chocolate milk and foot is regular milk. I increase your viewer count, correct, by 1 every time you join. Someone have advice for gold making? Which profession is worth it? I need rank 6 legendary. I want you to make it. I'm actually kind of shocked how few people. Oh my god, what's going on? I'm actually shocked how few people endeavored to get it themselves. I don't know of any other way to make gold other than make the legendaries themselves, because that's how I made all my gold this expansion. It wasn't much, but it did make a lot. My gold farm is a full-time job and buying a token. Yeah, that's fair enough if you got the money. Yeah, fucking... Oops.
Beware.
Well, we got the foes of Maldraxxus slain. It's actually kind of surprising how much time I thought we were going to be off by like minutes. Wasn't that bad. Zero points. That's unfortunate. Gold is if you put Nathria on farm every week, Lemeo. That would be gold. For fuck's sake. Go away. Trying to loot. I'm not able to loot. There we go. He's first gloves. Alright, cool. That's enough of the Oceanic group, though. I had a good one. Couple wasted time keys, unfortunately, but at least we got some credit. Okay, Plaguefall 20 completion. Another Paladin. And Druid, Rogue, and Mage. Okay, very good. Alright, we're done, or do you want to do more? Turn these in before we do anything.
And what is it you require? We serve the queen.
Couple 1,000 gold there at least. Oh, you vendored the items, that's right. I keep forgetting. Used to just getting them from BFA, I guess. What is your key at the moment? I have a 22 theater, yeah. Are you using your Valor yet? Yeah, I just went and upgraded. That's why I have 100k health. Upgrade these shoulders, because I guess I'm never getting anything better. Someday I will. How much Valor do I have left? Oh my god, I still have a ton of Valor left.
I have many
Alright.
lucky doos. You like?
Guess we're not getting the DOS Trinket, and honestly at this point I don't think I would even use it.
Farewell, friend of the grumble.
Would you drink a beer or soda maybe with Toby? Or even Toby can break your vows with the coldest water? I would do multiple drinks of things with Toby, yes. Any drink that he prefers. Well, not soda, because that shit's fucking awful for you, but anything else is fine. Maybe a nice juice. Alright, let's see what else we can get. Trying to get some score today, but it looks like a no. No keys at all. Alright, slow day today. We'll wait. Wow, Toby is truly legend, yes. What kind of juice? Apple, orange juice, cranberry, other? It depends on what kind of glass it comes in, I guess. When I went to the store this weekend, I noticed they have all these juices, and they're in these like glass bottles, and I'm just like, God, that looks like I should just purchase that for the bottle. Like, it looks fucking awesome. These deep reds or these, you know, crisp oranges, these different juices. I'm like, man, that looks excellent, even though 60% of its nutritional value is going to come in the form of sugar. Still looks excellent. Or you can verse me in a chess match. Ooh. I don't play chess, but you know, if you want to get on the golf course. These guys play. The guy plays chess. Holy crap! I knew he was a big brain. You were right. Yeah, Jambo, you were right. 100% a stupid question. Can you get this legendary memories from heroic dungeons? Yes, you can get any dungeon that can drop from a dungeon, or any legendary that can drop from a dungeon. It will also drop in a heroic dungeon, but I think it's lower chance. I don't know for sure. I'm pretty sure that's how I got mine, though, because I remember farming it. Crimson Rune, actually. I was farming normal. I think it was normal. And I was just leaving after the first boss. Kind of a dick move, but... Semi-serious question. Can you add to the spreadsheet every time Toby watches? No. But that would be a good idea. Oh, I need to add the actual last run, though. I didn't do that. Oh wait, yes I did. Wait, what? Wow, man, my memory is fucked. Beyond fucked. Well, there's not a lot of keys right now that I would want to do anyway. Tuesday's really a good day for keys because, well, Tuesday off a push week at least. Normally, nothing special, but last week everybody has high keys. Jambo want me to checkmate me or want to get checkmated? Ooh. Which is the answer to that, Jambo? What's your key? Theater, yeah. You. Crank that soldier boy. Wham, bam, bam, ba-da-da-da-da-da. We could do the route I talked to you about. Yeah, I won't be doing that for the first time in 22, that's for sure. Another question, what's the dumbest thing you've seen in Mythic Plus this expansion? So far, it seems like nothing as bad as BFA with the Hunter feign deathing and believing it was the Fury Warrior with one weapon. Not quite those levels yet, but yeah, Magic Dan, I guess, would be the answer. That would certainly seem like the answer. That one was, and then the fucking Ragnarok, or the Azralan Bombkin, who leaves 1 minute into the key after getting feared twice by Baruth, and then fucking has the balls to whisper me and demand I take the video down, otherwise he's gonna seek his rights, or whatever the fuck he said. But that's a whole different problem. Thought there would be more options. A lot of 19s. It's interesting. Everybody's failing 20s, I guess. And of course, yet another dungeon we have done already. They really need to just change the way keys work. I don't really see a point to it at this point. I don't know why you have to be limited to what dungeon you can do. I also need, wait, really? Only 18? I guess we can do Sanguine then. That druid was like the mage in Freehold. You went right like 3 steps and he left. Yeah, that was that was definitely the worst, the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And then the idiocy continued after, honestly, but yeah, the druid's taking the cake right now. At least there's nobody close to that. I've had a couple dumb ones, but it's usually just people are like impatient idiots, basically. Do your key? No, not today, thanks. Try to do a 22 this week. Right now, we can't even upgrade 20s. Fires, but they have a tank already. I guess we sign up to that as well. The taco just opened here. $1 chicken tacos. Wow, that's a good deal. What's that? That's a restaurant. We got invited to the 21. Oh, signs in the queue as well. Let's take a look. D taco. D taco. Oh, Del Taco. Okay, yeah. I know of this place. Crunch Tatas. Find a Del Taco. Let's see. Let's find Jix's. I don't know names of cities in Florida. Metro, have you tried pushing harder in your keys? Maybe you're not pushing hard enough. I think I'm pushing the right amount of strength. Sorry, I know you've read this a lot, but can you tell me how add-on you use for pre-made group looks like this? Yeah, it's just a weak aura. It's called Dungeon, Rio, and Class or something like that. It's in my weak aura video. Yeah, just push Death Strike harder. Just take a Death Strike and kind of just jam it into the camera there. Okay, invited sign.
The hunt must go on.
To be honest, if I pressed it any harder, I think I'd break my mouse. Times when I'm absolutely slamming it.
Strike true.
Melbourne, Florida? Is this? The state confuses me, honestly. Water Conservation Area 1. While looking at the Florida map. Didn't know that was that big of an issue. Big Cypress National Preserve. What is that? Just like uninhabitable land, basically. When you're in trouble, get up very calm-like and just donkey punch the button. Ooh. How much was for rank 6 legendary? Well, you're asking 1650. Is that the question you're asking? If so, yes. You're asking how much money did I pay for the legendary? 0. Toby, you can checkmate all day, by the way. You already do. My friend goes, I see a mate in 3, but I make it a mate in and also take my king because I was in check. You're fucking cheeky ass son of a bitch friend. Unbelievable. And scream, heal me. I need healing. Like the human. I need healing. Fucking play classic for 10 minutes and you hear people spam. What does it even do? How do you even help? Wait, I don't even know how you make that emote. What is that emote? Slash heal me?
Heal me.
What the hell?
I need healing.
That sounds really weird. Doesn't it work? Okay. I need healing.
I live to serve, more walker.
I don't even know, honestly. I don't know what I don't have from any of those. I need to take a look. Toby, that play is easily SportsCenter's top play of the decade. Every decade. Wow. Of the decade? That's aggressive. Zug Zug, heal me. Yeah. Orc sounds weird. I like to think my orc's a little bit smarter than the average, but doesn't look like it. Oh, you could camp at Big Cypress. That's cool. Wow, look at all the people camping in vehicles instead of on the ground. It really makes me want to go camping. Ooh, they have off-road vehicles too. I've heard of those. Whoa, they're driving through the swamp. What the fuck? Holy shit. Nearly impossible to reach by foot, generations have explored remote areas of this preserve using homemade airboats or swamp buggies. Today, people enjoy this traditional activity along with an extensive trail system. Off-road vehicle operations on designated trails for hunting, fishing, frogging. What the fuck? What is frogging? Is that a sex thing? And other traditional nature-based activities are consistent with the Big Cypress National Preserve, enabling legislation and the Addition Act, and are therefore authorized in the preserve. Yes! We could pay them to do things that they said we're allowed to do. It is aggressive for most commoners, but Toby isn't common. Do you have all the dungeon teleports? Nope, theater still don't have that one. I need to get out or my king will capture as an emote. Oh, that would be very bad. Toby is your best viewer. I would agree. He's up there. There's a couple good ones right now. Floater is weird, man. Frogging is probably sexual. It certainly sounds like it. Is this a pre-recorded live stream? No. Okay, I am now the group leader. I feel like I should be offended, but I don't give a fuck about my state. It's a funny place, I guess. How can one be best at viewing? That's a great question, but he manages to find a way. Who's better than Toby? Toby Bean Bryant. Wait, Bryant? Apparently, I forgot that this was a thing, but apparently yesterday was Kobe Day. Did you guys know that? I didn't know that there was like an actual holiday. Just keep Rusty away from me and my Florida and... Wait, me and Florida are good. Yeah, Rusty also lives there, which is unlucky. See, Wit, if you have to ask, then you just don't know. Just watch Toby. I am with you, yeah. Get out of check as an emo. That'd be good, yeah. Mamba Day, yeah. Galley swag, get the right priorities every once in a while. Okay. So do not get one shot because I have my hands off the keyboard. Here we go. Yeah, I didn't know that. Did you know every other day is Toby Day? If I donate $8,000, will the stream be SSSS? Yes. Whatever you do. Whatever you want. If you donate $8,000, you will have it. Nobody makes me view my own VOD. That's true. Okay, so pay attention here. Hands on keyboard. Taking large damage. Oh, look at this guy's name is Daniels as well. Match made in heaven there. Okay, properly using Death Strike now that hand is on keyboard. Okay, so these Spitefuls will refresh the stack, is this correct? Or did they change that? You scratched your head right after you said keep hands on keyboard. I noticed that, yeah. That's pretty much exactly what I did on the first key, too. I just took my hand off to, like, scratch my face or something like that, and came back no longer alive. Boomies are so weak. 15k mage, first pull, yeesh. It refreshes stacks just like explosive. Oh, does it still? What is he going out right now? So you came down with a serious case of the deads. Yeah, it was pretty funny. I was like, okay, this pack isn't very difficult, and I don't know what I did, but hands off keyboard, and literally, like, I just got hit for like 70% of my health, and I was like, oh my god, quickly, don't die, and then I died, and then everybody else started running around with all the mobs, so none of them, we had one stack of the thing. The container had one stack, and the fucking shaman's like, you fucking idiot, you wasted the container. It's like, he's like, stop getting hit by frontals. It's like, I didn't even pull the mob that does the frontal, you fucking idiot. Yeah, it's pretty embarrassing. Tagore, not as good as explosive, but yeah, it could be a good play. It's a good week for the Bolstrig anima power. I guess so, yeah. I don't know, I've never played DPS, so I have no idea.
Now claim its power as your own.
Maybe since Chicks heals and pre-made Toby is putting together, you can DPS and Sarah can tank. Little options there. Or Cop can tank, oh boy. Say that out loud. He's clearly in the LOP. Sarah doesn't even play WoW. Not in the LOP, clearly in the LOP. This man is full of knowledge. Okay, we don't want to have this issue again. Don't have a fucking Earthquake aggro the boss. Top is probably a world first key pusher on another account, you think? All behind there again. He's definitely pretending. Yeah, maybe. Be interesting. I guess this fight could still be difficult. This place could still be difficult with Grievous. I don't know. I looked at this as probably like the easiest dungeon this week, but maybe not. Yeah, obviously Necrotic Wake, but besides Necrotic Wake. Unfortunate. Rune locked myself out by using that stupid ass fucking death's caress. No reason. All the bosses with Grievous suck, yeah. Good link.
Beware.
One more. Okay, we got them all, so yeah, good, perfect. I was gonna say, so hopefully it picks sign. And that's it for this, but that was not a fast kill of a boss by any means.
Our target lies deep within the prison. Let's not stand in your way.
Orpheus interrupt. So it's Frost dude over here, is this right? First death was that there. Had a lot of deaths to this recently. They all picked the same guy. Can all really front loaded our offense there. Or our interrupts, that is. This guy gonna live? Yeah, Sprouse guy. That makes the choice easy.
Coalesces here. Remove it at the source.
I don't know how after the nerfs of the brown swirlies on the ground people still get hit by them. But what was the nerf? Definitely a little bit harder because we're fighting the Frost guy, but a lot of reincarnations used here. We're 5 feet from the release point.
Now, claim its power as your own.
They only spawn 3 instead of 5. Oh wow, really? Yeah, it used to be 1 on every person. That's right. I remember that. I forgot all about that. Oh, we're definitely getting another one of these. God, our damage is not good on these packs. Packs are taking very long, I guess. It's not necessarily just our damage, but what the fuck are we doing with these rezzes? It's literally fucking 5 feet from where we die. In the other room. How long does this jar actually even stay open? I'm not even sure. Looks like we're only gonna get maybe 2 stacks. Oh, the dudes die as well, so that gives us an extra one, yeah. That's helpful. I'm interested to see how much more damage I would do with first technique plus guardian trinket combo. Over what? I think it's open for 30 seconds, is that right? Seems longer than 30. Yeah, it does seem like it. Maybe a minute? It might be more than that because we pulled those 2 packs and they definitely took more than a minute each to die, right? 100%. Here's our boy. Here's our boy. Barut.
Faster goes the anima. Claim your power, Maw Walkers.
Alright, we got a bigger pack here.
The prisoner is down below. Tron, one of the Na'vi who invaded the Underworld. The others presumed slaves. The Nathrius has been draining its light to wield against his foes. We will wield it against him instead.
I bet I could still snap Sogadon up there. I was just thinking about that. It's just down there. I mean, I could definitely hit him with the Trinket. I mean, kick the cast. That means that Daniel's guy has a lot of damage coming to him. Has anyone asked yet why you're going back to the dental assistant for 2 days? No. I could tell you the story. It's a bit morbid, though. You'll regret asking, I think. Oh. That's rare. See that very often. 1 in 3 chance, I guess. Let's hear it. Okay, I'll tell you the story. So, a woman that used to work with the doctor I worked with, a long time ago, well, not that long ago, but a few years ago, her son committed suicide, and that would be probably 2017, I think. I can't remember exactly when, but anyway, yeah, her son committed suicide. Came home, found him dead. Then about 2 weeks ago, her second son committed suicide. So, she is now no longer working there, I guess. I don't know how to put it, but she's taken time away, so it wasn't really a problem because there's other employees who could fill in, but the other employee who works there is not going to be working this weekend because of some kind of family thing. So there was literally no assistant for the doctor that I used to work with. So I was like, all right, that's fine. I'll come back for a small period. Sad to hear. Yeah, it's tragic, really. I don't know how else to put it. 2 sons, both no longer alive because of suicide. Very sad. Well, actually, you know what? I keep saying that, but it doesn't appear to be true. Initially, it looked like it was suicide, but I guess the official diagnosis is drug overdose. So I don't really know. I guess now, if you ask them what they would say, that they would say that it was not suicide. Yeah. Can we actually get that back? Yeah, it's not working. But I don't know anything about the situation. I only know what I've been told. I don't even work there anymore. So. Why would both sons suicide? Jesus Christ, dude. That's why I didn't want to bring it up. I think that is more common than people think. That once. So, here's why it's so morbid, in my opinion. Because after the first son, who was the oldest of the 2, did it. Again, I don't know. We shouldn't be talking about this, but anyway, after this happened, apparently the woman's been like extremely sad for an extended period of time, and it's changed her life and the life of her other son. So I said, like, this is probably not uncommon, where the first son's death makes the second son depressed, because now his life is like he feels like unvalued because of the remorse that the mother is exhibiting for the first son. And it probably changes his whole temperament. But I don't know for sure. I don't even know. So probably best to just not talk about that. It's very unbelievably tragic, regardless of what occurred. Maybe because of depression, because people think depression is nothing important. Portal. Trust me, it's really important. If you see someone struggle with depression, help them. I speak from personal experience. Yeah. I would say that, like, you know, and again, this is really so dumb to be talking about on a fucking video game live stream, but if I had to give my thoughts on the situation, I would say that things deteriorated because the actual like situation. Let's not even get that back. Wait, are we lagging? Where's everybody? Anyway, because of the situation, like the first situation caused the second situation. Let's just say that, and that's enough. But I don't know for sure. Just leave it at that. Hey Theo, welcome back.
Metro, what do you think is the best healer for Mythic Plus? Blood Death Knight,
I guess, yeah. Why do you ask? I'm finally not naked anymore. That's a good thing, especially if you live in the sun. Easy to, what the hell? 5k DPS druid, no flame please. Slightly overcount, but it's gonna be insanely tight. This pack first. Seems that Bombkins and Ellie Shamans are all CD based. Not Ellie. Ellie's CDs are pretty easy to access. But yeah, Bombkins just seem like they... I don't know when they do damage, because I never see it. Fucking 5 packs in a row, the guy does less damage than me. Kami healer not good? Oh no. Range DPS is having a hard time staying alive in this key, are they? It's very funny, but I'm starting to like get in the headspace where my first question is like, what can they do to make Fortified easier? Because this is kind of weird, honestly. It's very strange how we continue to just suck at Fortified weeks, week after week. Like every team that I play with is just always bad on Fortified. It's like just way harder for people to actually not die a ton. I don't really know how to solve that because last season, for years really, everybody was like Fortified, Fortified, Fortified. Now I can't seem to have a key without ridiculous deaths constantly. Even good keys still have these deaths. As a perfect person living alone with no friends in an apartment for 7 years, loneliness and depression is real. If you don't have a strong will, you need others to be
Metro,
there
what
for
do you think is the best healer for Mythic Plus? Blood Death
Thanks
Knight.
a lot, Connor. Sorry, it came at a bad time, but I totally agree, Jix. I understand exactly how you feel, man. It's tough. That's why I've always loved the internet and streaming, because it really is a good way to feel like I'm not completely doing nothing with my social skills. Fuck that, just interrupt. Play a more party support setup. Doesn't exist. Guess if I went prop pally, we'd have more chance. Mobs with Tormented Guy may not be a good idea with Spiteful unless you kill the ads first. What are we talking about?
My patience is wearing thin. Even here.
You can use nah, that shit does nothing, dude. I hate to burst your bubble, but that's not gonna help any of these guys survive. And then it's just gonna turn me into a fucking paper doll. I am currently playing Unholy DK around 240 item level. I want to switch over to Blood DK because it seems to be an engaging tank. Do you think the transition would be smooth? Have you ever tanked before? If not, then no, of course not. Tanking and DPSing are entirely different, especially in 5 minutes. But if you were only talking about raid, then it probably won't be too big of a difference. And some of the spells are the same, but the big thing about Blood DK is you have to know how to use Death Strike well, and you have to use your CDs to complement it. So it's definitely the hardest tank to play, and it would probably be the hardest possible tank to pick up if you've never tanked before. I used to play Prot Warrior. Yeah, that's probably the one tank. That and Bear, I would say, are the tanks that are vastly different from Blood, so I would not expect anyone to have a smooth transition from there to here. But it's just a video game. I mean, it's not like you're trying to learn how to swing a golf club lefty after being a righty your whole life. Just get out there and get some practice and you'll be good. On a more happy note, I found a use for Aegis on Bear. Pop it and shift out a Convoke. Ah, that's interesting. Yeah, I bet that works pretty well. Some damage reduction there. You might as well be in Bear form. What's up, man? Malachi Davis. Goddamn, you're right, it has been. What have you been up to? What you been up to? IMO, if you haven't tanked before, well, yeah, certainly most tanks would be easier. Okay, so we have to get Grievous off before we shroud here. Is that how it works? This is gonna be really tight. How are all these healers running out of mana? I don't think they are taking the anima power, honestly. Nobody seems to take it. I don't know why. I learned Blood before I learned other tank specs. That's definitely the way to do it, yeah. Alright, well, that's the key. Just moved to South Carolina for a job offer. 27 hours. What, of driving? Jeez. Blood DK's always confused me as a dispriest. Gotcha. Which one do you think is tougher for Blood DK? Mythic Raid or Mythic Plus, I suppose. Mythic Plus is definitely harder, yeah. Raid is not like... Raid is not... The Raid is extremely easy to tank. Bear is by far the easiest. Yeah, it's true. I know what he's going to say too about Night Fae. Oh, you need the Ursox Thrash Legendary. I thought he was going to say it's easy if you don't try to maximize the Night Fae stuff. See what a wall I put up thanks to Rune Weapon? Now watch as soon as Rune Weapon's over and it starts getting slaughtered. Yes, sir! Literally on the fucking dot. That was the second it drops. Super Strain, the Lego of choice. Not for me, but I'll let you make that decision on your own. A lot of people like it, I do not. And I think we just saw a very good reason as to why. See how strong Crimson Rune can be. Finally, boomy damage, oh yeah.
That prisoner belongs to the master. You will not take it.
Do these Gargants spawn Spiteful mobs? I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, use Convoke and Bear as a defensive while you're learning, so you have something in between Karns. Right. Only Sanguine cadets in the gauntlet have on death affixes. Oh, cool. Good tip. Did not actually know this. Car's over, right? Yeah, I just can't seem to get keys this week. Less difficult for me than I expected, but no luck for everybody else. Rule of thumb, if they have a sword, they do things. Yeah, you're probably right about that. I guess Jim just gave up on life. He can't release. You might not have seen it, but there was a conversation about that. It's the mob called Jumps 2 that does on-death affixes, so little dogs don't do them anymore. Gotcha. I don't know what you want me to do here. Is he still waiting for a res? He has no way to get back. Yeah, you guys missed the conversation. He doesn't have Invispot, and he has no way to get back, so. Either had to wait until we killed the entire gauntlet, or you had to wait until the spot was up. I'd really prefer not to pull them with all these dogs attacking me. Didn't think this continued if you were out of the gauntlet. When things go wrong, they go really wrong. Yeah, this is... It's disappointing because I don't know. I don't really know what's difficult about these keys this week. I think it's just shit's just overtuned, man. Fortified just does a lot of fucking damage. Sign with the flame. Subtle flame, but it's there, right? Have to be off the bridge. Gotcha. Man, I can't believe we did a whole fucking day and didn't get a single point. It's crazy. Crazy. This druid is so bad, I can't even... Good to know that people still screw up invis pots 80% of the time, even on 21s. I mean, I don't know how the fuck you have a fucking rock ellie out and you think you're going to be able to invis. That's just ridiculous. I mean, like, what the fuck? Are you brand new or what? That is maybe the weirdest thing I've ever seen somebody think. I don't know what we're in combat with. I guess the dogs. Boomy is the new fire mage. Yeah, unfortunately they suck. Surprise more key pushers don't use it. Man, having engineering belt is so clutch. What does it do? Oh, the invis pot or something? Does the Boomy have trees? Yeah, I think so. Definitely, yeah, because that first pack of the dungeon, or the second pack of the dungeon, he fucking used trees on the single mob, and it was like 70 yards away from the other mob that we were fighting. I've been watching since first boss and haven't seen a tree. There was, yeah, like I said, there was. Maybe not though. I don't know. I could have. Well, maybe that was a different dungeon. Could have swore we had trees like separating two mobs. Maybe that was just a coincidence. Nope, he's got them. Yeah. Doesn't use them, I guess. I don't know. It's so sad to see what the spec is though now, man. It used to be such a great pick for 5-man, such a slam dunk. Now it's just filled with fucking flavor of the month rerollers who have no idea how to even play DPS, let alone this spec. Quite sad.
sociable.
Cut the spell, just saving them for the right moment, yeah. Safer to just blacklist them. Yeah, it shouldn't be though, that's the problem. They're one of the best specs in the game right now. And they still bring all those things. They just somehow don't use them, I guess? I don't know. Not sure.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What in the world happened there? What, with the combat, or you mean the fact that we wiped?
Beware.
$25 deaths. Yeah, we wiped like 3 times to Invis pot. We tried, literally it was like going well. There was a lot of deaths to be fair up until this point. People just, that's what I was saying before, like, Fortified shit is just fucking hard, man. People are just literally dying to trash, like, not, they're just getting killed by trash, I don't know. I guess it's also Grievous, but besides, that was probably like 10 deaths there. But then we get to the skip, and the fucking Shaman has his rock heli out while we do this like the shroud. It just aggroes the pack, and then somehow he doesn't realize it's him and doesn't die, so it comes and we wipe. And then we just release, and or we don't release. The druid stealths through and rezzes us, and we go and do the gauntlet. At this point, it's still like potentially an upgrade. But then we get into the gauntlet, and the Shaman has all kinds of fucking threat on the dogs, and he just dies to the dogs. And he says he doesn't have an invis pot, which I don't understand how that's possible, but doesn't have any way to get by the mobs. So he just sits there dead for like 5 minutes. And then we eventually just wipe because we have 4 people in the gauntlet. Or everybody else dies, I don't die. But then we have to do it again. I don't even know. It's a fucking joke. Whole thing's a joke. To be fair, they were dying to avoidable damage mostly. I mean, yeah, you're right, obviously. Most of the shit is casts and interrupts, but unlike, you're never going to avoid all of it is the thing. Most of that shit is avoidable, but you're never going to avoid 100% of it. Just does a lot of damage. He said sorry that he didn't know how his legendary worked. Yeah, I'll give him a pass. Let's see this guy's overall. Yeah, it's actually better than I thought it was going to be. Oh, we did. Okay, we got 4 points. Forget it. We'll salvage something out of that. Look at that. Hilariously bad Trinket. 4 points. I did 8k overall, everyone else did 10, well, 12k really. Yeah, no. I think he was from Ragnaros, but sounds like you have a team for the great push. Gotcha. I think you're wrong. Anyway, I think that is a good place to stop for today. Presumably we'll have a nice night of progression on Mythic Dormazane. Maybe you guys come in and watch that. Otherwise, it'll be a while before I get to stream keys again. Well, not too while, but Friday I won't be able to. I gotta work, unfortunately. First time I've worked in a year and a half, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'll definitely be back Saturday, unless something seriously goes wrong. And maybe we'll throw a Sunday in there. We'll see how I feel, but Either way, we will see you guys tonight or soon. We got some videos. I'll probably throw out like a clip from one of the streams this week. And then Friday we'll have that Nechrotic Wake Mythic Plus guide there. So hopefully you guys will stop by, give some tips if you already know everything. If not, you'll learn. And that'll be it. Make sure you guys watch the Yankees game tonight as well. 12th game in a row. You get to watch that. I'm just kidding. Alright, see you guys soon, guys. Thanks for watching. Yeah, hopefully Dormazane dies. We'll see.